Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. My knee's a lot better now. I got rid of the leg brace and I'm able to walk on it without any pain because I've been doing exercises to get the muscles working again. I'm just waiting for a referral appointment for the fracture clinic at Warrington's Hospital, and then hopefully I can get everything back to normal. I won't be doing skiing again, as I said in the last video, but I'll have to see about getting another sort of hobby, because at my age I don't want to risk further injuries next time. It could be really serious. I could break something or dislocate something, and that would really take a while for my body to heal up. But anyway, enough about me. That's Rosamund Pike. She's an English actress, stage actress over here in Britain, and she's 5'8" tall. In fact, if her and Gwyneth Paltrow were stood barefoot, she's tall enough to look Gwyneth straight in the eye. Rosamund isn't married. She's in her 40s now. She's got a boyfriend who, surprisingly enough, is approaching my age, and he's naturally taller than her. They've had 2 children together, and Rosamund is smart enough to know if they did get married, it could be problematic for her if he decided to clear off, and she'd be left on her own with raising 2 children. So she's decided to play it safe and stay in her lane and stay with the man who obviously loves her, and just tough it out till the children grow up and go their own separate ways, and then maybe they could separate or they could grow old together. Now, as you know, the dating situation across the Western world has gone off a cliff, as women can't get dates, and even if they have got dates, they can't get dates that would lead into a relationship. Now, Rosamund there is a famous woman, a celebrity if you like, but she's not the only woman who's facing this particular situation. Over in America, the Sofia Vergara, remember, she got divorced a while ago, and she was all enthusiastic about jumping on the dating circus again. So things haven't turned out so good for her, even though she's as famous as Rosamund, albeit in America. It's a sorry tale of how things can change even for famous women who think they have no trouble dating, but reality and the wall says otherwise. Now, this was, as you can see, the Hollywood Reporter, and this was done on July 16th, 2024. As you can see, defies her Joe Manganiello, that's him. Now, you notice he's taller than her. Defies Sofia Vergara's claim that about what led to their divorce is simply not true. The divorce, because he wanted more kids, was a deal breaker for her. She's already got a child. My marriage broke up because my husband was younger. He wanted to have children. I don't want to be an old mom. She had a son at 19 who is now 32. And then that's his perspective. He says differently. He says in an interview, there's been a lot said about press about me wanting a family. That's simply not true. We did try to have a family for the first year and a half after he got married, but remember, she was post-war, and her fertility window was coming to a close, and she probably couldn't conceive. We have a huge conversation right out the gate during the first month we dated. He said, if you're done with kids, then I understand. Just tell me and I'll know what it is, and that's okay. Though he does want to have children, he says it wasn't inevitable that why everything ended. It's because 2 people grew apart. Sometimes that happens. Now, they were married for 7 years, and the 7-year itch refers to beliefs that marital satisfaction tend to decline after around 7 years together, often leading to feelings of dissatisfaction or even divorce. And as time grows apart, couples may develop disparate interests, values and priorities, leading to a sense of distance, which is probably what happened with these two. Now, she got married when she was 18. You should see pictures of her when she was that in her prime, and she's beautiful. Still good looking, but she had the glow of youth on her side. But she married her childhood sweetheart, and she had a son with him. But that marriage, the first one, only lasted for 2 years, and she wanted to be an actress, i.e. she wanted a career and not a family. So they split up. She moved to America, became an actress, mixed in the circles, and got together with him. Now, they've now split up. The former pair have each moved on and are in new relationships. She was dating orthopedic surgeon Justin Solomon. Now, that's him. Now, he's 51, the same age as his former partner, Sofia Vergara. He's a successful orthopedic surgeon and the owner of his own medical company, i.e. he's a man with money and resources. He has 2 children from his previous marriage. There's a picture of them together. Notice again, he's taller than her. They're always taller. And his former partner, wife, was her. She's 48. They have a son and a daughter. Now, he probably didn't want any more children, even though he was dating her. She'd got 1 child. He's sort of got on with her, and I don't know his dating history, but he's also rich. He probably thought this famous Sofia Vergara is interested in him. He probably thought it the best thing that's happened to him. But anyway, she moved on with him. He moved on and... Whoops, sorry. Where is it? There we go. He's dating her now, Caitlin O'Connor. Now, she's 34. She still has a fertile period. So, if he wants children, then... where is it? He might get lucky with her as if the dating turns into a relationship. And she's just a little bit shorter than me. So once again, tall guy, short woman. Women like tall men, which is why I'll never get anybody. And Lewis Hamilton... Whoops, getting a bit confused there. She started looking around, and Lewis Hamilton at the time was dating Shakira, another good-looking Latin American woman, even though Shakira also has baggage, as she stole a woman's husband, a Barcelona footballer, and she had 2 children with him. Then he had enough of Shakira, and he left her, and Shakira got pissed off and she did that song. Well, remember, no matter how good looking a woman is, if she's on her own, then there's a guy out there who got sick and tired of putting up with her shit. So obviously the Barcelona footballer got tired of putting up with Shakira's shit, so he left her for a younger woman, and Shakira was looking around because she was on her own, and she stuck with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is making the most of his week break at Formula 1 after holidaying in Ibiza and finishing 3rd place in the British Grand Prix. I don't follow Formula 1. I broke away from it at the end of 1967 when the sponsorship and commercialization came into what was at that time a racing sport, but now it's more of a corporation sport. But anyway, Lewis Hamilton still enjoying a break with the Englishman taking time off alongside tennis star Jenny Stray, Septaline, a Mexican actress Elisa Gonzalez. Never heard of either of them. But he having a good time, and rumours circled between Shakira and Lewis Hamilton are growing. The pair said to have spent time together in Ibiza. She's got a nice butt. But this is the sort of preview to what Sofia Vergara was looking at as she saw Lewis Hamilton, and she thought, I think I'll try him, because on January 23rd, Lewis Hamilton and Shakira said they're just friends. Obviously, he might have tried it on, and she politely told him no. So that was it. So Hamilton collected Shakira from a mansion and took her for a spin on the water. As you can see, she's a beautiful looking woman, but, as I said before, she's got baggage. She's got 2 children from a man that she stole from another woman. That was his wife. And then he cleared off and left her because he got fed up with her. And now she's on her own, and she lashed up with Lewis Hamilton. Fast forward to 15th of January this year. Hamilton spotted with Sofia Vergara after love split. No doubt the love split from Shakira. He said Lewis Hamilton recently spotted meeting with A-list celebrity Sofia Vergara in a shot crossover. And blah 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 blah. The Hello, the celebrity magazine, latched onto that. Sofia Vergara and Lewis Hamilton sparked romance whispers after flirty lunch together. This was also done on January 15th. And the Express newspaper, get rid of that. Lewis Hamilton's celebrity love life with Sofia Vergara, dinner date, and Shakira rumours. He might have been seeing Shakira on the side, but if we went back to that, whoops, not that one, you dozy sod. That one. They're really just friends. Could be friends with benefits, but I don't think Shakira was smart enough to have a sexual relationship with Lewis there. But anyway, the Express, this was done on January 15th, but fast forward to March 27th, 2025, and it all comes crashing down. F1 legend Lewis Hamilton splits from actress of 12 years his senior, Sofia Vergara. Now you've got to take a step back and look at it. Lewis is in the top 5 to 10% of men. He's in his 40s, in his prime, you could say. He's rich, he's famous, he'll never have to worry about money coming in. He's got 7 Formula 1 World Championships under his belt, and he's got a post-Formula 1 career all lined up ready for him. He doesn't need to have a relationship, a serious relationship with a woman 12 years his senior, when he can get any younger woman going. Going back to him, he's dating her who's 34, and he's the same age as Sofia Vergara. See, an older man can always get a younger woman. Where is it now? There we go. Nope, wrong one, Christopher. Now it says, Formula 1 superstar report ended his short-lived romance with Colombian actress and model Sofia Vergara, who's 12 years of senior. The pair start rumours after spot enjoying lengthy lunch in New York City in January, and she thought everything was swimming. He joined Ferrari and started Formula One, deal worth $500 million, and he aimed to surpass Michael Schumacher's tried record of 7 world titles, and yada 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 about it. Now, the Daily Record, that's the Scottish newspaper. Oh, for God's sake. I hate it when this bloody thing happens on these sites. But anyway, it's more or less saying the same thing. Now comes the backlash. Sophie Vergara left feeling abandoned as she splits from cold Lewis Hamilton. They parted ways after briefly sparking dating rumours. Why? Did he suddenly realise she's 12 years older than him? Did he realise she might only be interested for his fame, his money and his resources? Lewis Hamilton and modern family Sophie got reported gone their separate ways after a brief period during dating speculation. The pair are first linked in January, where they're spotted enjoying lunch together in New York, which I said before. And Sophie was reported excited about the possibility of something serious, but insiders claim Formula One star's enthusiasm quickly cooled, leaving her feeling abandoned. And remember, she's 52, she's twice divorced, she's got a child, she's got baggage, was eager to see things go where things would go, believing Hamilton at 40 was the perfect boyfriend and a great catch. And even MSN locked onto it. She felt heartbroken as she split from Lewis Hamilton after brief romance. This was done... no date. She's recently gone plastic surgery. She's still a beautiful woman, but she could have had some lip work done on her lips, maybe a bit of Botox up there, but what do I know? Insiders claim the relationship fizzled out with Hamilton. A recent sale of New York property made a huge profit, allegedly losing interest. Suggests that Vergara 52 was hoping to explore the possibility of something more. And that shows you that even a woman that's rich and famous and as good looking as her can't convert dating into a serious relationship, because the guys that she's after, the Lewis Hamiltons of this world, they're in the top 5 and 10%, and they can have any woman that they want, and they don't need a woman that's a lot older than her, even though one is as good looking as her. Now back to today with ordinary women. I found this. Some of these replies from women are quite nasty, but there's guys at the bottom which are giving them a dose of reality. And where's one? Where is it? Women have also pissed and shitted in the dating pool just as much, but go off. Dating in 2025, just seeing how long it takes for a woman to show her true colours before you run. Now, on my phone this morning, I found this, the iPaper. This was done on April 20th this year. Yesterday. Single and lonely at 63, and I feel friendless and lonely. That's her. This is Kate Mulvey. The only bit which is relevant is... this. In my 20s, I found a tight-knit female group who talked philosophy and dated wildly inappropriate men, i.e. bad boys. Little did I know that these intimate friendships I relied on would slip away as I got older. As I ventured into my 30s and 40s, post-war, the landscape changed. I remember one friend when I was 42 telling me she openly socialized with friends who had children, even though I had been maid of honour at her wedding. It suddenly felt like we were strangers. In other words, she spent her prime years talking philosophy, dating bad boys, riding the cock carousel, and now she's 63 on her own with probably just cats for company. And going back to Sophia, Sophia, if she doesn't watch out, she's going to be the same. She's 52 now. 10 more years, and she's in the same position as this woman. It just shows you that no matter how rich and famous you are, if you don't stay in your lane and settle for what you've got, and you chase fame and fortune and a career, then you're going to end up all on your own, because guys are not going to put up with it, which just shows that the dating pool today has gone off a cliff edge, and guys just had enough, and they just sooner skip with the hobbies. And if they want female company, there's always escorts. If the guy's got money and he's got an itch, all he has to do is book an escort for maybe an hour or two, or if he wants to take her out, a dinner date, which is a little bit of quote private time together, and then he goes his own way until the next time. But anyway, I think I'm way over 10-15 minutes now, so I'll have to leave it at that. But Sophia, she's made her bed. She was happy to get divorced, but she's seen the consequences, as she's now like that, heartbroken. It's a hard lesson for her, but I hope she's learned a lesson that women have to stay in the lane, and they can't expect too much, because the physical beauty that attracts men eventually fades, and she's had plastic surgery, so that's another thing she has to think about, as that will not last very long. Anyway, that's it for me for this one. You know the routine, like, dislike, etc. is completely up to you, so maybe next Monday or maybe the Monday after, but till then, that's it. Bye bye.